Hello everybody, my name is Code Blue and welcome back to the Gamemode series. Now, I want to apologize for the delay in videos. I have been working on my own personal projects. So I'll try and push a few out as fast as I can. But in the day or two when I finish this project, my videos will be a lot more active. And I know I say that a lot, I do apologize, but they really will be. Anyway, let's get started. So in the last video, we set up the lobby stuff, which allows us to basically just hit start. What we're going to be doing in this one is setting up the, what's it called? The player's loadout. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into we're going to do this in our game mode folder, okay? We're going to go into our init file. We're not going to create like a separate module for this. And what we'll do is we'll make a table called start weapons, okay? So just a table like you would normally make a table. I'm going to go into my game. I'm going to go into the spawn menu, go to weapons. And as you can see, I have FAS installed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the machete like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a basic pistol like a Glock. And I'm going to put that in here too, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is whenever the player's initial spawn is... Actually, no. What we'll do is, if you remember in our lobby manager, this gets called whenever our player starts the game, if you remember. So what we'll do is after we begin the round, we'll go ahead and in here... Sorry, I know this is a little confusing. If you remember in the meta functions tutorial that I did, the basic ones, we're going to do something like that. So I'm going to call it ply is equal to find meta table. So this is in our server side now. We're going to find the player meta table, okay? And this is just so we can create a function like this. Function ply give loadout, okay? So what we can do is we can then call give loadout on any player data, and this will get called. And if you remember, if we refer to self, we would be referring to the data it was called on. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a 4kv in pairs. And we're going to loop over the start weapons table that we made up there. And then each time we do that, we're going to say self give, and we're just going to give v. V would be the value. So what it's going to do is it's going to loop through all of the pieces of data inside the start weapon. Which would be FAS machete, so it's going to give me that, and then FAS Glock 20, and it's going to give me that. Okay, now all we got to do is go over to our server-side lobby, and once the round begins, we could say we're going to receive it from the player. So put these parameters in here, length from player, and then player is going to be the player that sent the message, which is going to basically initialize the game to start. So what we'll do is we'll begin the round, and then we'll do, ply give loadout. So what that's going to do, I know I didn't explain that very well. I do apologize. As you can see, it is currently 4:20 because I'm blazing it over here. And that's AM, not PM, so I'm extremely tired. But I'll give that again. Okay, so our net.receive is going to receive the message from the client to start the game, okay? We did that in the previous video. And the ply parameter is the player that sent the message. So what we do is we begin the round like we did before, and then we call ply give player loadout on that player. Now on our server has a function for this, or a meta function even, and this function will loop through this table up here and give the player all of the weapons in there. So what we'll do is we'll save this. I'll disconnect from Sandbox. I'll change over to Call of Duty. And we'll try and load into it. There we go. So now if I hit start game, as you can see, I got two weapons, the machete and the Glock 18. Which is going to be the two weapons that we're going to use at the start. Now, these can be any weapon packs. They can even be Half-Life weapons. All you got to do is provide the swap name, and it will give the player that. So, okay, so sorry about the little jump there. I do apologize. This is all we're going to do for this video. I know it's a short video, but I will be doing a video straight after, so it won't be so bad. So anyway, I hope you all learned something, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or jump in my TeamSpeak, and I will see you in the next video.